Hello, adventurers, and welcome back to History Check, the show where I recap our most recent session of our ongoing Dungeons and Dragons campaign, Bards and Nobles. On our last session, the group was given a surprise of love from Morena and Chet. Through Chet's proposal to Morena, she happily accepted and began the hectic, crazy, all-out panic of planning a wedding, because Chet and Morena decided they would like to have their wedding as soon as possible within a little bit of reason. So they planned and discussed and came up with about a few days to get everyone that they could possibly get to this location for their wedding. They, of course, informed the group. The group was ecstatic. Drinks were had. Love was shared. Until Madame Lillistar came by, as she said she was going to, and not formally crashed, but also dampened the mood for a little bit, as she stated to them that she wanted them to do the job. Chet succeeded his saving throw in the zone of truth, so he could kind of finagle his way around the spell, so he could do what he wanted to and convey partial truth, as you could say. And he said that they would accept the job and that they would get to it as soon as possible, to which Lillistar was very pleased by this and gave them, though, a timeline. They only had a few weeks to go and retrieve the item before she would send someone else to go and get it. Upon getting back to the house, the group, surrounded by all these people that came with Parthon on the ship, as they were bringing, who earlier in the day had to turn around and go get, who was it? Morena's parents, who they had left back in the capital because the original plan was for the ship to just come and get the Stormbreakers on the road and not have a wedding. The group was back, and after a very heartwarming and heartfelt and touching reunion between Morena and her parents, the group had some revelry and got to interact with people that they hadn't seen for a while, like Francesca. They hadn't seen Devin in a week, but was able to actually relax with Devin and enjoy his presence outside of more royal needs. And Chet was able to interact with Morena's parents. And through some sort of divine cosmic fate or magic in the world, Chet learned that his former teachers back at the academy when he was a first year were actually Morena's parents. One for divination magic and another for the more artificer range of magic. And it then began to click on why they acted the way they did when Chet was in school and how they acted. Chet's mother was ecstatic and overjoyed to know that such a prestigious student of hers was the man that Morena was going to marry. Morena's father, on the other hand, was and still partially is reserved in the fact of their marriage, and really wants to make sure that after all this time and all this years apart, that his daughter is actually with somebody that is good for her and will take care of her and will give her a life better than they could even if they were in her life. Chet also, during all this interacting with people and in rabble-rousing, happily in engagement, pulled Parthon to the side and conveyed what the Lillistar family, Madame Lillistar, was trying to get them to retrieve from the northern continent. And Parthon admitted that if the item was powerful enough and the item that Chet believes it to be, that Parthon would have the ability to take it from Madame Lillistar in the name of the crown. So there is that sense of hope, but depending on what the item is, Parthon might not be able to step in. So there is a formal plan in place if the group's suspicions and hunches are correct. Overall, the night went well, love was shared, love blossomed, and the group were able to spend time together and we ended the session with them getting pulled into a side room with Morena's parents, who they had learned had sold their last name in order to gain more money to spend it on trying to find Morena. And that's where we ended the session. I am super excited and so looking forward to the next session. It's going to be great. They're going to have a wedding. We're going to have so much composure, I hope. We'll see how the group does. So much, nice little bows on certain things, and that'll be our final episode of Bards and Nobles that we're going to be streaming. So, with that being said, we'll see you tomorrow, and your history has been checked.